an American alligator, about 6 feet long. Beautiful specimen. You'll notice it has a lot of teeth. These guys have like 80 teeth in their mouths, and often when they eat things they can crush bone in their jaws, so the teeth sometimes come out. It's not a problem for an alligator. They'll go through 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in a lifetime, so they're made to do that. The old tooth comes out, a new tooth pops in where the old one came from. You'll notice too that the snout, the eyes, and the ears are on top of the head. This guy can be submerged in water almost completely with just those things above the water, so he can breathe, hear, and see. That way when a small animal comes to the edge of the water for a drink, little does it know that it's its last drink. This guy will burst out of the water with such speed and intensity, it's just incredible. These guys have such powerful tails that they can just pop out of the water, grab their prey, bring it into the water, and basically drown it and then eat it. And what they do is they tear off pieces, so they don't chew like you and I do. Their teeth are like basically make a little sort of perforation in the animal that they're eating, and then they shake it and it kind of rips like you would a paper towel. Not quite so clean like that. That's how they eat. Okay, so an interesting thing that a little bit of equipment that these guys have is they have 3 eyelids. They have a top eyelid, a bottom eyelid, and one that moves across sideways. The one that moves across sideways is kind of opaque. They can see through it, and it allows them to be in the water. As soon as they submerge, they close that eyelid and they can still see. Unfortunately, I don't think he's opening his eyes. Okay, let's take a look. If he opens that eye, we'll be able to see the nictitating membrane. Oh, there we go. He's not going to do it. Well, hopefully he'll open it, and soon you'll be able to see that happen. It's pretty fascinating. The tail is very powerful. It's used for swimming. They don't swim with their feet. They may use their feet as rudders and so on, but they don't swim with their feet. They do have webbed feet, but that's mostly for walking on the bottom of deeper water. Okay. Crocodilians are amazing creatures. They're little changed in 200 million years they've been around. So these have been around since the time of the dinosaurs, and not much has evolved on them because it didn't have to. They are probably the toughest creature on the planet. You can see the powerful hind limbs, as I said, the powerful tail. It's got thick bony plates along its back which protect it, but the sides are quite soft actually, and the belly's quite soft as well. The head is hard like a rock. Here we go. He's moving along, going for a little walk. What a beautiful creature. See the way he walks? This guy can actually run pretty fast if he wants to. Let's hope he doesn't. It's harder to film him when he's moving quickly. The prey items for an American alligator, they're not used to eating such large prey items. So this one's not very big. These can get up to close to 18 feet in some cases, but generally 8 to 10 feet, 11 feet. But they usually choose animals that are like the size of a raccoon or smaller as prey. It's not like the Nile crocodile that has to eat big things like gazelle and zebra and stuff like that. This, where it lives, there aren't a whole lot of things that are falling into the rivers and waterways where it lives for it to eat that size. So it sticks to smaller things. In fact, the biggest part of its diet is fish. But they'll eat fish, turtles, snakes, lizards, frogs, spiders, I mean, you name it. An American alligator as a baby is only about that size. They're tiny as hatchlings, but they have a lot of babies. They lay a lot of eggs, so that way a lot of them will end up getting eaten by other creatures. The ones that survive and grow up will reproduce and so on, and that's the balance of nature. So most of them end up getting eaten by other creatures, including other alligators. Something very special about the crocodilians is that they actually have some maternal instinct, and the females look after their eggs and the babies, which is really special for reptiles, because in most cases reptiles don't look after their eggs or their babies. There's a few exceptions, but pretty much that's it. And something else about reptiles is that reptiles do not feed their babies. So even though an American alligator, she would look after her babies and even carry them from the nest to the water in her mouth very carefully, she would not feed them. The babies, right from day one, the first time they get hungry, they got to go out and find their own food, kill it for themselves. They know what they eat, they know how to hunt it, they know how to kill it, and they do it all on their own. Mom doesn't give them any tips or pointers. This is something they know already. It's called instinct.